And just being good to one another.
The people at the top collaborate, and the people that are at the bottom compete.
Find yourself, be happy, and good things will happen.
Justice for Taco Bell.
It was everywhere.
Which I've come close to freezing to death a couple times. That one's super pleasant.
What?
Are you serious?
It can't hurt walking around in life thinking that you're a man.
Yeah, you guys are doing a good thing here. This is very good.
I genuinely love this conversation.
I love the Motive Podcast.
Welcome back to the Motive Podcast. I'm your host, Leo Kosach. Alongside me is my co-host, Kyle Cohen. Fashionably late today.
As usual.
Sorry, it was on my bad for the scheduling. And our special guest today on the Motive Podcast, Mr. Payton Hall, a employee at Valvetronic Designs and own social media content creator, S4 Hall. Thank you for calling, Payton.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's get into it. You were just out in Los Angeles, California, with the Valvetronic guys for a big event. Just recap us on your experience for people that know and don't know cars. Just how was your time in LA?
Oh, it was a great time, other than running around and doing a bunch of stuff. But I'm okay with that. You know, I came down there for work. You know, but the time that I was able to relax and sit back and have a beer or so. It's good.
Are you promoting alcohol consumption on the Motive Podcast?
Only above the age of 21.
Without a doubt. No, but yeah. So LA, saw you were driving the minivan.
Oh yeah, greatest. Oh my God, you want a great vehicle? Great vehicle.
Did you say Chrysler?
A Chrysler Pacifica.
Beautiful.
It's a minivan.
Absolutely.
Turn traction control off.
Then slides.
You just I just whip it and just tire spin every corner. It was great.
Front wheel.
Yeah.
My mom has a Honda Odyssey VTEC V6.
That one can
man,
move.
that can probably do a burnout.
It spins the tires. Let me tell you, and it's front wheel drive, so it's just all squeals. But I know where you're coming from with the minivans. And it has paddle shifters.
Really?
Who puts paddle shifters on the minivan? Why?
I would.
I mean, I guess respect to my friends over in Japan at Honda.
That VTEC is crazy though. I'll tell you what.
It screams. It screams. Needs to have Valvetronic UVM on it though.
We can make that happen.
Put one on the
make that happen.
for like a Christmas prank on my mom. Installing a UVM on a minivan.
Yeah, just to have it closed, like when you get it back, and then just have her drive it. Go with her for a drive, and just keep opening it and closing it. And she'll be like, "Something's wrong with my car."
Yep, that'd be awesome. And Kyle over here, he has a V6 Camry.
Yeah,
bro, that's what's in the Amira.
Yeah,
is a Camry? Is a Camry?
Okay,
it's a Lotus Amira for the car people that don't know cars.
Yes, Lotus Amira. Yes, it's a great car.
Toyota engine. That's one of the best sounding cars I've ever heard.
We made that thing scream.
Ever heard. But so is it possible to do that on a Toyota Camry?
Yeah,
I feel like car? so I don't think the sound is there because of the way it's tuned.
Put a little plug-in tune.
I see. I don't know. I'm not that much into cars that I know like what they did different and stuff like that. But just to know that that's a Camry V6 in that car and the way that sounded. Yeah, you got to put a clip of that in here.
I'll put a clip in.
Right now.
Picked up Wyatt Webster.
Oh my God.
Great YouTuber.
If he
by the way, go listen to Valves Open, a Valvetronic Designs podcast.
That was a great podcast. That was a great podcast.
That was a great pod.
But no, speaking of Wyatt, he's got a crazy video coming out. I'm not sure when this is going to come out.
Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
Yeah.
So I think his might come out Thursday. But crazy video. He already posted it on his Instagram, so I'm not really spoiling anything. But he bought a car down there.
I saw that.
And just took it to Beamer Invasion. Oh man, we had a great time. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. We had a great time with it.
That's funny.
So go shout out Wyatt. Wyatt Webster on YouTube.
Wyatt was a great guy to meet that time I was up there. It was so funny in the YouTube comments, like on that Wyatt episode, like my cousin who's like a big Beamer guy, he's like, "Yo, that's my cousin Leo." I'm like, "What's up?" and then did you? So we for Valvetronic we had because backstory, like if you're just listening to the podcast, I run the Valvetronic podcast. I work there during the summer, still run the podcast during the school year. But for the Wyatt episode, do you remember we were on a Zoom meeting, like because like the the non-shipping department does the Zoom meeting every morning, like as you know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we were on the Zoom.
Okay. All right. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So anyway, the comments on like the Y video are like, "Who's this white boy running the pod?" It's so funny. It's like still there. And I remember Shane.
Which one though?
Yeah, I know. It's like all of us.
There was a lot of them.
It's like all of us. It's so funny though, because I remember Shane brought it up during a meeting. It was so funny. But all right. Anyway, let's get into the early life.
Early life.
Where do you grow up? Where are you from? School? All of it.
All right. So I grew up in a small town. I don't know if it's really small, but it's Lansdale, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I used to live there.
Did you really?
I did actually. Did you go to North Penn High School?
Yes.
You did? Okay. I
Where'd
used to
you
live there.
Where'd you go? Were you in the district or did you move
elementary
out
school.
before?
Yeah, I went to.
If you say my elementary school, I'm gonna freak
I
out.
forget, dude. I forget the.
You don't even remember
I forget the name of the school.
school?
Which elementary school?
Gwinnett Square.
I don't think that's what it was called. Shoot, dude.
Do you know
It's a
any
big-
other
it's a
ones in
big
the
high
Was
district?
it
school.
close to the high school?
Not that.
Could you
close.
name
Okay.
elementary schools
I
in the
live in two
district?
spots.
Could I name Gwen Nor?
No,
think
dude,
that's it. I
I'm
think that's it
bad.
now.
I just know my brother went
Inglewood.
to middle school at like Penn something.
Well,
Pembroke.
I was gonna say Penn something. That all three of them are named
yeah.
Pendale,
Really?
Penfield,
Dude,
and Penn.
Oh,
Pembroke.
that's brutal. That's
this is a
annoying. I don't like
throwback
that.
for me.
Bro, speaking of that, 13 elementary schools. Going
That's
to
a huge
three,
district.
going
Yeah.
to
No, it's a
three
big high
middle
school.
schools, going to one high school.
Wow.
My
one high
graduation
school.
cl- my-
So our district right here in Westchester, it's 13 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, 3 high schools.
Yeah.
3 high schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, we go into one.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So wait, what was your graduating class? You're about to say?
I want to say it was
It's gotta be like 800.
no,
Not that big or
bigger.
bigger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bigger.
So there were
It
like
was, I
there were
wanna
like
say,
5,000 kids
I
in the
think
school.
I think I remember
High
the
school?
exact total. I could be a little bit off, but I think it was 1,260 that graduated.
That is insane.
But then in the whole class, it was like 1,400 something.
That's insane.
so you're
we
you're
have-
5,000 plus for the high school.
Oh, easily.
Like how big's your football stadium? It's like
They just renovated. It's beautiful now. Of course, right as I leave, they.
That's always
start-
how
yeah.
how
When
it
did
is.
you graduate?
I graduated 2019.
Okay. So I was gonna say our class size is like 300, 320.
Yeah, and like our high school is like 1,300.
Yeah, that's my elementary school class, basically. 300.
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
But all right. So how was the experience in the district? Good times at school. You have any crazy Lansdale school district stories?
Ones that are podcast appropriate, probably not. But
I mean, we can walk the line if you want to, but it's up to you.
no, because there were
Walk the
there
line.
were some crazy ones that happened that are not podcast appropriate.
And is there anything you can't? Good senior prank?
We didn't do a senior prank. We weren't allowed.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Actually, no, there was one senior prank, but it was stupid in my opinion.
Leo has some crazy
I have
senior pranks.
such
I do.
a good senior prank, and it harms no one because the school listens to this podcast. We have gotten like flagged by our school.
I was gonna say you're doing stuff for the game
Yeah,
days. now.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that's sick.
Thank you.
That is sick.
No, this Friday we're back, but so I have such a good idea. I'll tell you off camera,
Okay.
and I've told some people, but it like just saying this right now, so I don't get it. It harms literally no one, and it's like it's not even like a prank. It's just like it's an
It's just
object.
it's just very cool.
What material is your football field made out of?
Turf.
Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say release like a bunch of goats or something on the football
Well,
field.
well,
Where do
so
we get goats from?
I don't know.
We'll find somebody. Somebody owns goats somewhere.
one of our teachers keeps saying that we're like good friends with, like our teacher. I won't say his name. He's like he saw us on like TikTok or something. He's like, you guys should do the one where you release 2 like animals, like pigs in the school, and you label them 1 and 3. So then they think there's like a number 2 running around.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's
but
That's
You know,
called
smart.
mind games right there.
You know how quickly they get shut down though? Pigs roaming the school.
Oh, 100%. No, what I want to do is way more intellectually smart and cooler than
I
that.
want to hear
We're just gonna
this
use a
I,
big
I
after
will
the pod. I wanna
remind me
hear it.
after the pod.
I will.
But
I guess okay. So the senior prank was literally someone printed out like I want to say business cards, but they weren't the type material business cards. But it just had our principal's face on it and like a sun around his face, and just put it on every car in the parking lot. And I was like,
that's an interesting one.
what kind of BS senior prank is this? You wasted it on this?
Yeah.
Like, we could have done something so much better. Like, I don't know,
It's like
throw paper everywhere.
That's the kind of stuff
like,
that's the kind of stuff we've had the past few years because our school's been so strict about it. I remember they got so mad when we like TP'd.
Oh, and this year, just imagine this year, because our school's like really cracked down on stuff this year. Like, and there's like cell phones and stuff.
Yeah, no, but like they
Really?
I think they like
yeah.
TP'd like the stadium or something like that, and they would have.
Yeah, that was our freshman year. They
I don't
TP'd
think
the
that's that
stadium.
big of a deal. They could have like.
No, like all around the senior and junior parking lot and like our football stadium, they TP'd like the
oh
trees.
my God.
Yeah.
Like all
I
around.
have an idea, but you're probably going to have to clean it up after.
All right, say it.
Elephant toothpaste.
Oh, elephant
In the
toothpaste.
school.
You got to do it
What
like
is that? I don't know
huge.
what that is.
Yeah, because that's like easy to clean up relatively.
Relatively easy. It's just time consuming.
It's literally just like a chemical. Like I'll just be like, oh, here's the excuse. Chemistry experiment went wrong.
Oh yeah, but with just a big barrel in the middle of the school.
So basically, you've probably seen it. You know, like Mark Rober on YouTube or
I
like
know
David
Mark Rober,
Dobrik.
yeah.
So
You
it's
know
like
the foam
Let
that
me
just
pull up a
shoots
video.
out of something, and it just grows and keeps growing and growing.
it's like
Once you pull it up, he'll pull
I'm
it
not
up.
thinking of it right
I'll
now.
roll a clip in the pod too.
Okay. And this is called elephant toothpaste.
I did it like really on a low scale, like in my yard with like a.
Is this like the type of thing I'm thinking? Like, right now, what I got in my mind is like science fair projects. That's all I got.
That's
now.
pretty much what it is.
Oh, actually,
Yeah, it's like
like,
that's
like a
like-
volcano from the science fair.
Like, look at this. This is like obviously like.
This is like a
So
big scale of it, but look,
so you pour
that's
like
what
a
it
I've
is.
catalyst
seen
in,
that.
and then it like turns into like foam.
Is it dangerous?
I mean, it's like I think it can be like hot at first, like a little bit. It's like
Yeah, it's not
Maybe?
gonna work. If it's at all dangerous.
my idea is so much less harmless and cooler. Like
Okay,
I
alright.
don't like, and everyone that said they're like, no way you're gonna be able to do this. I have checked. So there's preface. There's gonna have to be another person help me with this.
Is he sitting right next to me?
No.
Well, I mean, I'd be a part of it probably, but like not like.
But like, all right, so it, like, you, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to see come May 2025.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be.
But if you can't do it, you have to share what it was.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I mean, we could.
And everyone's like, "There's no way this is legal." Which
It is though.
it is
right?
100% legal. Which when we're prefacing if it's legal or illegal, people think, "Oh, you're gonna do something horrible." It's not.
It's not
literally.
horrible. It's not
I will
horrible.
say
Yeah,
right
I was
now.
gonna say
you just wouldn't
harmless
think-
and illegal don't go
Yeah.
together.
You wouldn't think it would be like possible. You just think like it just isn't.
We got the connections
All right,
for
all
the
right,
senior
okay.
prank.
Okay,
But all right,
we
yeah,
gotta stop,
enough.
we gotta
All right,
stop.
we can't sound like
We're
we're
getting
literally
sidetracked.
baiting
Okay,
it. We're literally.
so-
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Went to North Penn, played. Well, I played pretty much every sport growing up: football, basketball, baseball, anything I could get my hands on. I started to I want to say I played football, tried out for basketball and baseball in middle school. Obviously made the football team because I didn't cut. I made the baseball team in 9th grade. And then basketball team just wasn't that good at basketball. But I could I could
weren't,
still
or
play.
The team weren't.
Huh?
You weren't that good at basketball. Or
I
something?
didn't make the team
Oh shoot.
because I didn't hit puberty yet.
Okay.
My buddy, I'm 6'4" now.
Yeah.
My buddy, Drew, shout out Drew. He's the same height now that he was after he hit puberty first. He was like, I'm gonna say he's 5'6" right now. I was shorter than him in 9th grade.
Ooh.
10th grade, 6'2". I don't know what happened.
Oh my gosh.
It's
dude.
ridiculous.
Probably walked in after that summer and people were like, "Whoa."
But no, they were like, holy shit, you're tall. Whoops, sorry. Holy crap, you're tall. But I wasn't. I was just a lanky dude.
Right.
I was tall and skinny and lanky. I had no bones on my body, or no bones. That's insane. No muscle on my body at all.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't make the basketball team, and then I was like, I kind of like baseball. Like I like the satisfaction of hitting the ball wherever, feeling it, whatever, hitting absolute nukes.
Feeling balls.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Okay. First of all, I said fielding.
I thought you said feeling the ball,
No, I said
like off
fielding
the crack
ball.
of the bat.
Feeling the way it
All
comes
right.
off the bat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did say that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, so yeah, I stuck with baseball for a while. Didn't make it in 10th. I didn't make any of it. Baseball, I loved it. Went to every morning workout in 11th grade and 12th grade. Never made it. But it's only because of the head coach of North Penn High School, which is known for this, for only putting people on the team that. Oh,
Hello.
bro. Malfunction here.
This mic has some issues once in a while. It's a very
It's bipolar a little bit.
The mic got excited.
we
The fact that I think that every time and he doesn't anyway.
we just instead of fixing it, we just like to keep it like this for
Bro,
entertainment.
duct tape the end of that to the pole.
Where?
What end?
That end where your hand is, put a strip of duct tape there and tape it to the pole so it doesn't go up.
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
There's
but
ideas,
then it wouldn't
yeah.
be as entertaining.
True.
You gotta
I
know
just
when it
got
gets
2
exciting.
mics in my face now. Anyway, so he's known for only putting kids on the team that donate. That donate money to the program. Don't know why.
Why don't you
Well, I
donate?
mean, you know why.
Bro, because I'm not filthy rich like the kids that were able to get on the team were. But I was better than, I want to say, majority of them.
This is for baseball. Sorry,
Yes, for baseball.
After this distraction, I got
For baseball, yes. So, but funny story with that is that we played his team, or a team that he is heavily associated with, in the summer, right after I graduated. And we played and I absolutely destroyed them. Like I had like 3 doubles, and I just pitched a great game that game, and he comes up
pitched?
to me. Yeah.
We just had shout out our last podcast episode. We just had a pitcher committed to Vanderbilt on as our last.
See, I wasn't that good. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Good. Wow. That's a great school to go to.
Yep. He said he throws
Especially for
94. He throws 94.
Oh, I bet I could hit it though. I still got it for hitting.
Yeah.
So, but no, I can't pitch. I hurt my shoulder when I was younger. But yeah, so he comes up to me after the game and he's like, "Damn, I should have put you on the team." I'm like, "Sorry." You know?
You really said that? Surprised he admitted to that.
Not put you on the team, but you know, that's how I took. He was like, "Man, you did a good job." Like it was nice. It was good seeing you type thing.
Yeah.
Like, but we destroyed them. It was like the game it was like 12-2. The final score was.
All right.
So,
Cooking.
I'm not going to say his name, but you can look it up.
I'll look up the Lansdale baseball.
No, it wasn't
North
Lansdale.
Penn,
North Penn. North Penn.
Yeah.
Speaking of like sports, week 1 of the NFL this past weekend.
Go Birds, baby.
Crazy college football stuff as well. I'm beating Kyle in fantasy after I got clowned for my draft picks in
It's your
school.
draft.
Bro,
well,
I-
he took
I
Harrison
hate-
Butker in the 4th round.
I don't like my team this year, and everyone after the draft was like, "Yo, should we throw money in?" I was like, "No, I don't like my team. I'm not throwing money in."
Ugh, that's
And
lame.
they were
hate
like,
that.
"Oh, so you can't afford it?" I'm like, "I can afford it. I just don't like my team. I don't want to give you $25."
Yeah.
But then I whooped the guy who said that.
Well, who you got? All right, how many people? Who you got?
It's I want to say 10-man team,
Okay.
10-man league.
Right.
I got Lamar Jackson,
Okay.
quarterback. I got who's the new running back for the Rams?
Oh, Kyron Williams.
I got him.
Okay.
I got Aaron Jones,
Yep.
St. Brown.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I forget half of them. Devontae Smith.
Okay. This isn't too
Kyle
bad.
Pitts.
Okay. I don't love Kyle Pitts, but
I don't either, but I think it's a bounce back year for him. So
okay. Yeah.
he did pretty well yesterday.
Did he?
Not gonna lie.
Actually?
Yeah.
Okay. Drake London did not, and I was disappointed about that
Yeah.
because he got drafted high this year.
Yeah. But St. Brown only got me 4 points yesterday.
Oh, actually,
So I was
I didn't
pissed.
know that. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Nah, I think he'll bounce back. I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, no,
But
I wouldn't.
That's not too bad.
It's not terrible. I think I got a
Your running
decent
back's
team.
probably your worst spot.
Yeah, Aaron Jones, whatever,
Aaron Jones had a good
Williams.
game.
I'm trying to trade one of my buddies for Saquon. I want Saquon.
I have
would too.
Saquon, AJ Brown,
Makes
and
me
Jalen
sad.
Hurts. So I have the
How?
whole Eagles
See,
team.
that's my problem. My one buddy actually proposed me Jalen Hurts and Saquon and Calvin Ridley for Lamar Jackson, Williams, and St. Brown, and I'm like, I'll trade you. This is what I'll do. I'll take out St. Brown because he's consistent all the time. Calvin Ridley is on and off. I'll throw in Devontae Smith in there because I really don't want 3 Eagles players on my team.
Yeah.
That's rough. to do.
I just took it. I know nothing about. I hardly know anything about the NFL. I just took it in fantasy. I'm sure this kid isn't happy because I'm whooping him in fantasy with his
Is it- I don't- what's the actual
old
score?
running back.
What's the score?
It's 109 to 82.
Right, but I have two guys
You have
playing
two guys
tonight.
playing.
Wait, are you Giants fan?
I am a Giants fan. Yeah.
Oh man.
So I was born in New York, but
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm a Pittsburgh fan.
no,
Why am I
but
here, bro? This is terrible.
This is every podcast ever. Once we
podcast.
say our
Terrible,
sports
man.
teams.
Go Birds.
dude, I'm happy
man.
for Saquon. I'm glad. I'm glad he's having success with you guys.
I'm happy for
As
Saquon
soon
as
as,
a Penn
as, soon
State
as
guy.
I saw that, I got so happy.
I was mad just that he went to you guys. I was glad he left, but I was like, anywhere else, please, really.
I got
Well, our O line is so good for him.
Yeah, no, I wasn't surprised at all when he
Yeah,
popped
he might
off.
he might win MVP.
I was at.
That's all right. That's crazy.
I said
if
might.
If it happens,
That's
if
after
it
one
happens,
game
that's
though.
crazy.
Yeah, if it happens, I gotta yeah.
When's the last time a running back has won MVP? That's crazy.
McCaffrey.
MVP?
Didn't he win? Didn't he win?
I think he
one
won,
year?
I thought he won. No, I thought he won Offensive Player of the Year. I don't think he won MVP though. The last running back to win it, I think, is Adrian Peterson, 2012. Ready for the shout? If that's it, that's crazy.
No, it's not.
Let's see. I'll look up.
Last.
Just look up past MVP winners. for
No, just look
NFL.
up last running back to win NFL MVP.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson. You're right.
Oh,
2012. What year?
2012. Yeah.
okay.
Crazy
All right.
shout.
Well, oh no, because he was McCaffrey
2,000
was
yards.
favorited last year.
Oh yeah. Who won it? Lamar won it. That's right.
Lamar won it.
Yep.
It's funny. It's funny because I almost put. It's when before the collapse of the Eagles last year.
Oh jeez.
I was gonna put. I hope my girlfriend's not listening to this, but I was gonna put $1,000 on Jalen Hurts to win MVP
Wow.
Ooh.
because
I don't-
he
was
was
he even
performing.
favored at that time?
He was performing so well, and he was favorited, and then it just went. And I'm like, well, thankfully I didn't bet it
Yeah.
because my buddy talked me out of it. Thank God. But I was so confident I was gonna do it.
Yeah.
You're ready to wash that money down the drain. Because goodness, that was needs to be studied. That fall off.
Yeah.
I was I saw like Sirianni and Hurts, like if there was something between them, because they talked about that all this preseason.
Yeah.
That's all they can talk about.
Yeah.
That's all that.
Yeah.
That's the thing with social media on Eagles people that just want to get something out there, so then it gets clicks.
There's nothing else. Yeah, there's nothing else to really talk about. You guys, we know you're good. Nothing,
Yeah,
nothing
like-
trending about that. The only thing I would say though about the Eagles is like I think like as an objective, trying to be as objective as possible from a Giants fan perspective. Your guys' team is unbelievable, but I don't think Hurts is as good as some people say.
He's
he
better
is.
this year. I think this is
I don't
his
know.
best
I don't
year.
think he played.
He's
great
in his
last
best
game.
shape. This is my opinion. He's in his best shape this year than he has been his whole career.
Maybe, but I don't think he's as good throwing as like some of the other top guys that they make him seem to be just as good as.
Who's your quarterback?
Dude, listen.
I guarantee.
Listen.
I guarantee
We're
the
winning
guy.
the Super Bowl.
Listen. I guarantee
I think
you,
we'll be
our
lucky to win 6
QB2,
games. But
our QB2 can go toe
Yeah,
for toe with Daniel Jones,
you're 100% right. He could.
and that's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. Hey, we got Malik Neighbors though. Like,
Who?
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, he had a good game.
All right, what's next? What do we got? What were we on?
I was at the Penn State game this week. That was a close one. Should not have been against unranked Bowling Green.
Goodness.
And speaking of college football, there were some
Notre
insane
Dame.
games. Yeah, so Notre Dame on the way back from Penn State, I watched that.
They lost to Northern Illinois.
Amazing. What a great Cinderella story. Love to see it. Do you know Adam?
Who?
Notre Dame football.
Oh,
They got upset by Northern Illinois University, NIU, unranked.
Who?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's one of those teams, just like Penn State does.
It's
where
not a Power 5 school.
Notre Dame paid NIU $1.4 million for them to play them, like one of those games, and they got beat, upset.
Oh, that's
At
insane.
Notre Dame, number 5 Notre Dame.
At Notre Dame.
Number 5 by an unranked team that's never beat a team in the top 10 in franchise history.
Wow.
By a field goal. It was amazing.
That's
16-14.
Yeah.
Great.
That probably felt like a Super Bowl win for them.
It was, and the coach was like bawling his eyes out after.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's
Mich-
how you keep your job
yeah.
for the next few years. I mean,
And then Michigan lost this past
did they
weekend.
get whooped?
Yeah, they got whooped by Texas.
Did Clemson played Georgia, right?
I don't know if they played that.
No, I
don't-
think so. Google it. I'm pretty sure they did. I think you're right.
I
know
don't-
that Georgia
and
whooped them.
Clemson got whooped, but there's a funny
Clemson isn't
story
great this
behind
year.
that. There's a funny thing about that. Last year, I don't know if it was last year or the year before that. I want to say my.
No, they didn't play.
Who did what?
They didn't play Georgia
Who
this
did
past.
Clemson play?
Appalachian State.
Interesting.
Who did they? Okay, Clemson played Georgia at one point.
I think it might have been week 1.
Okay, anyway.
Was it week 1? That's a big game for week 1.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
Clemson's
week
been on
1.
the down.
No, yeah,
last
Clemson
year.
played Georgia August 31st.
Yeah, so the funny thing about that is, I don't know if it's my second cousin or what his relation to me is. I'm pretty sure second cousin, whatever. He was the quarterback coach for Clemson,
Okay.
but that turned offensive coordinator, and now he works for Georgia. So it was pretty funny to see that Georgia whooped them.
Yeah, Clemson doesn't have a good team their past years. Like,
That's right when he left. Right when he got fired.
5 years ago, Clemson was huge. Like I remember, like
Bro,
my
it
good
was-
friend was a huge Clemson
They ran
fan.
out of quarterbacks, dude. Like Deshaun Watson left. and then Trevor
Every
Lawrence
team,
left.
every college program goes in their waves, and
Yeah.
it's just a bad last few years. for them.
Georgia's
They'll
going to
go
be
up.
up for a while.
Yeah.
How did Alabama do with the new head coach?
I think they're 2-0.
Well, Alabama almost lost Saturday too. They were tied with like Florida State University with going into
Florida
the fourth
State?
quarter.
You mean like FIU, like Florida Atlantic? Or FAU?
I
Who
don't
are
know.
you talking about?
There's a lot of Googling going on this episode.
Yeah, dude, you're saying Florida State like that's not a popular like program, my guy.
South Florida.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Okay.
they play the South Florida like every year.
So anyway, they were tied going in the fourth quarter. Anyway, there was a lot of big stuff in college football this weekend. But speaking, and by the way, let me just get out of the way while we're on the football topic. That game Friday night that I was at Upper Marion for our high school game.
high
That
school.
was the most fun game I've ever been to. We almost got the fights that went down. The walk to the parking lot when I heard someone tell a girl she's built like a pear. I was crying. I mean, I was crying. And we don't
Crazy
condone
build.
this activities at all, but I was crying. That was such a good game.
Yeah, we whooped the team we play 35-0.
Never body shame. Never
Never.
body shame.
I agree.
Yeah, don't if you weren't laughing.
No
Bill,
comment.
and then someone else. It may or may not have been me. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say. No, I can't say it. All right. Anyway, but yeah. All right. So, let's get into the car world. When did you get into cars? Like as a kid, did you know you were like always had an attraction to cars, like stuff like that?
So I had when I was a kid, I liked cars, but it was only supercars
Okay, that's
because
fair.
I was in that phase of like I don't really know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, you see a Lamborghini.
I just see a
it's cool.
Lamborghini. I'm like, ooh, very expensive car. I like it.
Well, that's how I was. That's how I
was,
still
sorry.
am to a point.
I don't know. I think my favorite car growing up was a Mustang.
Yeah,
Always
that's
wanted
like
a
the
Mustang.
first car I knew. I feel
Yeah.
like that was like the first car I like sports car.
Because
I knew.
my grandma had my step grandfather had one.
Okay.
Yeah. So he had one, and then got rid of that. There was actually a kit car Cobra that he had too. That's not finished somewhere. I want to find it,
Okay.
and I want to build it and finish it. Anyway, so I was a kid, only like supercars, and then I kind of really like died out, like between middle school and then like early high school. I want to say. It was just like I didn't really pay attention to cars that much.
It's funny because for me, I was huge into cars. That was like first, but then it was like, it like kind of died out for me too because I went on I feel like it was almost like what's cooler to me, planes or cars? Because I'm a big plane guy
You're a
too.
plane guy too?
My dad's a pilot.
Oh,
like
okay.
not like a commercial, like just for fun.
Right.
Like he has his license, and just like I've always gone to air shows and stuff, and like. To be real, like so then like I would say I don't know like in middle school or like 7th or 8th grade I was like all right it's cars
Yeah.
100%, which I'm still riding that train out 100%, but like every time I'm at the airport and I see like you see like a private jet fly by, it's just like there's nothing cooler than that.
That's pretty cool.
Dude,
You know, Mr. Austin from Boston is getting his pilot's license.
I do. I was talking to him about that because I was like, yeah, my dad has his pilot's license. I know you're getting yours.
It's
That-
the first time I've heard it.
He's gonna get a plane. We're gonna throw UVM on that plane. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but
Find a way.
We should definitely do that.
Well, in one of my
That would be funny.
I commented on Austin's one of his posts, and like it's still getting likes. Like I'll go to my Instagram, it's like your comments getting liked on his post.
Yeah.
It's like he was like doing like a burnout or like just spinning tires in like his M5 and like water, and I was like, when's the submarine UVM coming? There you go.
A running joke with Brandon, and then we'll get back to topic. We want to throw a UVM on a Tesla.
But what
as a running joke, and put like a speaker in there.
That'd be so funny.
Well, just have it revving, like a car revving, playing the whole time, and close it and open it. Because it works. We tried it with a speaker. Well, obviously it works because it goes through a muffler, but it works. So that I feel like just rolling around in a car show or something with that would be hilarious.
Well, one of the guys I interviewed at Valvetronic that like we posted on our Instagram when I did like interviews at the Cars and Coffee, it was a Tesla guy. I was like, do you have any Valvetronic products on your Tesla?
I saw that. That was hilarious. So back to cars and growing up. So yeah, I kind of like faded out and started mainly thinking about sports. And then I got my first car. First car was a 2005 Ford Escape.
Beautiful.
Sure.
That's one way to put it.
That's one way to put it. Great beater car. Let's put it that way. So I got that. I had that for a little bit. But then my buddy had I think it was a 328 of some sort. Had that and then sold that and got a Jetta. I don't know why he went backwards, but oh no, the 328 was his parents' car. He got a Jetta, made it look cool, sound cool, whatever. And I was like, this is kind of fun. My other buddy has a Subaru or one of the
Outback, Forester,
something like that. It was a wagon. Looked
probably
like a
an
wagon.
Outback.
Probably an Outback, but it was cool. Like, it was really cool. He made that thing look really nice. And then I was like, I want a nicer car. So what do? I'm a big guy. I got to take that in consideration. I go, like, my car starts messing up. I'm like, all right, time to look for a new car. This was, I want to say, a year into college. I want to start getting a new car. And then I inevitably dropped out of college, and my grandma had money left over for me, like for college itself. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to need this anymore for college. She said, well, you can do whatever you want with it. It's your money. So she had about, I want to say, 10 grand saved up. And I went out and got a Jeep Cherokee.
Wow.
I wanted a Trailhawk, but I could not afford a Trailhawk.
I'm surprised your family was supportive of this. In all honesty.
Nah, they weren't supportive of it. But
dropping out of college and then just taking the money to buy a car. But hey, that's how every good car guy story starts.
But okay, so yeah. But my dad didn't like it. But he was like, if you're making insurance payments on it and whatever, you can do whatever you want. I'm like, okay, cool. So I start modding this Jeep Cherokee, and I took the front grills off, put like black ones on.
What year are we talking? Are we talking like one of the old like boxy
no,
like
2015.
Okay.
So it was relatively new.
There's a girl that parks next to me that drives like an old like 90s Cherokee, like one of the like boxy lifted wheels. Cool. She has like everything on it. It's kind of sick.
Yeah. So I did tint. I didn't even do tint. I thought it was so cool. I got the bug guards for the window, or the rain guards or whatever, and put them over my window.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I put a roof rack. I had a roof rack on there.
It's always the Jeep.
It's always the Jeep. And then
that's at our high school all the time. Yeah. Wrangler.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pink door handles.
I went off-roading with it. It wasn't even off-roading. It was just some like
you went over a rock,
a construction site or something. I went ripping through there a little bit.
I got to show you what I do. I don't want to say this on the pod. Sorry.
All right, yeah. Well, I probably shouldn't have said that I ran through a construction site in my car, but that was no evidence. No evidence.
Went through a construction site.
It was all dirt. So
man kills 3 construction workers on the road.
It was a Saturday. They weren't there.
Hey, yeah. Totally legal.
But no, didn't say no trespassing.
You were just on the. You were just helping.
I was on a main. I was on a secondary road and saw a turn into a dirt pit, and it didn't say no trespassing. So I was like, you know what? I have a Jeep. This should be fun.
Open road is open road. I mean,
that is true. That is true. So continuing from the Jeep Cherokee, my buddy had an Audi A3. We were going to my first car meet with the Jeep Cherokee. We're on 422, right next to the Valley Forge Casino.
Right.
We're going. He's flying. I want to say 100 miles an hour in Mexico. And I'm trying to keep up with him in my 2015 Jeep Cherokee. We turn around, or go off the loop to the exit, and I go on that loop. Boom, and I'm like, oh no, what was that? I can't move forward. Like I hear the engine moving, or the revving up, but I can't move. And I'm like, I call my buddy Andre. He was the one in the A3, and I'm like, yo,
car is not working.
Car not working. Please come back. Like, I don't know what to do. I sit there, wait for a while, whatever, and then wait for AAA to show up. Tow my car to my mechanic. Here to find out, the transfer case blew up. $4,000 repair. And I'm like, okay. And the problem with me is, when something goes wrong with my car, I automatically go and try and look for another one, or a new one. And I'm like, okay, I kind of want like a sports car now, because I was in my buddy Andre's car with the A3. I was like, dude, this thing is fun. Like, he had the pop tune on it. It was loud. And then I get this thing in the mail. It's like, oh, there's a open recall for a transfer case on a 2015 Jeep Cherokee.
That's great.
So I'm like, dude, this is great. I get my $4,000 back. And I'm like, I have an extra $4,000.
Oh, jeez.
So
this is like a gambler mindset, right? It's like someone that's gambling.
Responsible.
It's like one of the people that's like, oh, you.
Oh, trust me, my
99%
parents
of
are-
gamblers stop before they make their first
trust
million.
me, yeah, my parents are about to get really pissed in this story. It's starting to become that time. So I had an extra $4,000, and I'm like, okay, I want a new car. So I go to this dealership. I trade in my Jeep Cherokee for a 2017 Volkswagen GLI, my first sports car. You know what I did with the $4,000? Down payment, or trade in, paid for it, whatever. Still paying a little money for it. So then I'm, putzing around with that. Dude, I had really cool plans for it. I could have made it look really cool. But then I'm going to skip all the bullshit. Sorry, another one. I want to say 2020? No. We're about 2021, 2022. I don't want my car anymore. Nothing broke. I just sat in a faster car.
Right.
And at this time, my buddy's A3, unfortunately, he crashed it. Oh, jeez. So he was looking at faster cars, and I was like, I can't let him be faster than me. So I go out, and I trade in my beautiful GLI for what I have today, a 2019 Audi S4.
There we go.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is the fastest thing I've been in my life. And soon to find out, my buddy was actually looking for a car because he just crashed his, and he goes out and gets a 2018 Audi S4. So I'm like, why are you copying me? Like, what are you doing? So ultimately, this opens up a great money pit of who can make their car look better and faster. And it's still ongoing.
All right.
So that's how I got into cars.
That's good.
Good little competition. I mean.
And speaking of 422, I don't know. I'll tell a
Worst
story
road
quick.
ever made, by the way. That thing sucks.
What, that's for?
No. You said 422.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Worst road ever.
It's not horrible. I've been on worse.
You go past Arnold's in there, past wherever it's called. I forget what that exit's called. But you go past there, terrible. You get in KOP where all the nice houses are and everything.
Yeah.
Decent roads.
Well, so I'll make the story quick.
Go ahead.
And my parents listen to this podcast, so I'm not going to say numbers or anything. Let's just say after the after the Alex, I was up there for some reason on a weekend. I think it was either the Wyatt. I think it was the Alex episode. Yeah, it was the Alex episode. So Anyway,
okay, go. Sorry.
I'm in my Subaru Legacy 2015 3.6R 6-cylinder, right? The Subaru Legacy. And then, like, we all left at the same time. So there's Brandon in his 340, Shane's driving the M5, and then there's Amari and I forget his name in the Tesla.
Where did I go?
That's a great question.
Oh, no, because it was the day before my birthday.
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's the Wyatt episode.
No, yeah. I don't know what you're doing. You were still at the shop.
I left. I had to go
yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I was
anyway.
coaching. Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
We'll get
so
into that
anyway,
later, whatever.
so we all go. I know where they're going. We're all going down 422. So I'm like, all right, today's the day. I've been here long enough where I don't feel guilty keeping up with these boys. I'm not gonna say numbers.
Was there any keeping up?
I kept up with these boys. I was number one in line the whole drive.
Really?
The 422, and apparently Amari texted like the Valvetronic group chat.
He texted the Valvetronic group
and
chat.
he was like, and so I see him at the Cars and Coffee, and I'm not gonna say numbers. Amari was like, I'm going. He's like, I'm going
X amount
in the Tesla. And I see Leo fly by me in a he said, this is how he worded it. I was dying laughing. He's like, I see Leo fly by us in the Subaru Legacy, and I look down, and we're going X.
Speed limit.
Yeah, speed limit.
Speed limit.
So I was, it
was funny because
and then Brandon texted me. He's like, "You're a madman."
It was funny because I think Pierce also said something before that. He was like, "Yo, Leo in this Subaru is a menace." That was hilarious. I got that text and I was like, here he comes.
Hey, that's just the certificate of being a Valvetronic employee.
That's where it starts, though.
yeah.
And
I know.
It's depending how you look at it, it's either up or downhill from here.
100%. And speaking of, you mentioned college, just quick. So, like, where did you go? What did you study, and why did you drop out?
So I went to Monco, Montgomery County Community College.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to go to like Westchester if I could, I was choosing Millersville or damn, I forget.
Another like state school?
Shippensburg, Bloomsburg.
Kutztown.
It was Ursinus.
Okay.
Because my cousin went there. So it was Millersville, Ursinus, or if I got some grace from God like offer from Vanderbilt for baseball, I was going.
It's like an 8% acceptance rate.
Oh yeah, my grades weren't there, so it wasn't happening. So so I go to Monco, and I do one semester there. It was good. I played on the baseball team, and then COVID comes around, and baseball ends. Can't play baseball with COVID, although I would have. That would have been great. Actually, no, you did. You could. You just had to wear one of those makeshift masks after the fact. But, so COVID comes, and I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, because I have ADD, and I couldn't focus.
Oh,
so they'd say, oh, yeah, hop on the Zoom, lay it next to me, fall asleep.
Yep. I feel like no matter what your condition was, that was a common occurrence for at least a few weeks of
it was even worse because I'm an in-person learner.
Oh,
and
me
I
too.
need to be in front of the class.
100%.
And I need to be a visual aid.
Yeah.
I can't have this like over the computer. I need to have like one-on-one with the teacher.
The
and stuff
Zoom
like that.
doesn't work for me at all. It's like if you assign me a project and it's like go do this,
I'm not doing it.
I'll go do it. I cannot sit on the Zoom.
No, yeah.
The Zoom does nothing.
I couldn't. Yeah, I didn't. I apologize to my parents, but I tried. But
that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, and then where was I going with this? Anyway, just COVID. That's the reason I dropped out. And then, yeah.
How'd you get to Valvetronic?
You want to jump all the way to there?
I guess that is like a 4-year jump, right?
That's it.
I don't know how many.
So you said you were at turn 14.
Turn 14, yes. So, before that...
Which is a company, it's a distribution company for auto parts.
Yes, for aftermarket auto parts. So before that, I was doing landscaping with my dad until I got a good job, and that's when I got the Audi, because I was able to support myself with that. So turn 14 was great. I did night shift for 2 years.
And what were the hours on that?
The hours were 6 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 in the morning.
That is so brutal.
That's all.
That's just not healthy.
Sucked. No,
it's just not healthy
it didn't.
for anyone.
It oh my god, it sucked.
Like I think I was listening to a podcast the other day they were talking about like night shift and those hours, and they're just like, yeah, people adjust and like they learn how to sleep during the day. No matter what, it's like just your mind in terms of like happiness and like depression with like the sunlight.
Because
you need the
don't
sunlight.
See, I was just gonna say that because you don't see the sun, you don't get enough vitamin D. Pause. To like.
You didn't have to.
I'm sorry
because you said it.
I'm sorry. I had to. It was great. You don't get enough of that to, not be depressed.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm in a 4-year relationship with my girlfriend. I love her to death. But there was rough times during that because we weren't able to see each other. I would get home from work, sleep until I had to go to work again.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah.
But
I couldn't imagine getting home from work and like, all right, I have a couple hours after you get home from work and it's like the sun's rising then. It's like, oh, I have to go to bed.
I went to bed right away every time.
Really?
The only time I stayed up was to go to Jersey. And even then I fell asleep on the beach.
All right.
Like I don't recommend it to do it for a long time. Like if you're like, oh, I have a good gig lined up, but it's night shift, do it for like 6 months to a year.
You probably made bread doing that though.
Yeah.
No, I think you don't get paid well doing that.
No. Because turn 14, great company, love them, love the experiences that I got there, but they don't pay well.
Okay.
To my liking, to what I'm making now, but yeah, it was, and I'll go to Valtronic at this point. I see, I'm looking for a new job, right? I hit up Shane. I'm like, yo, because I know he was part-time with Valtronic. I was like, yo, if you need any help at Valtronic, let me know, because I know you guys are moving soon. This was just like a help them move type thing. And then all of a sudden, I want to say a day after I do that, I see Austin post something on his story saying, hey, we need warehouse help in our shipping and fulfillment and distribution. And I'm like, wait a minute, I want to do this. Like, this seems like a great idea. So I did a test run for 2 weeks. I was part-time and I was still working night shift. So I would go in at 12 o'clock to Valtronic and I would go from 12 to 5. And then 5 o'clock, I would leave and go down 309 and go to Valtronic, or go to turn 14 at 6 and work till 4:30 in the morning.
So you work from 12 to 4:30.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah,
with an hour
insane.
break.
That's
well,
brutal.
hour and a half break.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And I did that for 2 weeks straight. The money was great because I was getting 2 paychecks, but it was exhausting.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
14-hour days.
Oh, dude, it was, yeah.
You probably didn't have a life. By that point, you were just working.
I told my girlfriend, I was like, listen, the next 2 weeks are going to be brutal. I'm going to see you maybe like for a couple hours a week. Because like I'm going to be exhausted.
Yep.
So, but no, and then I was like, I hit up Austin. I was like, give me a number, whatever. I would love to be here full time. And we made that happen. I left turn 14, and the rest is history.
There you go.
How long ago was that you officially started working?
December.
Okay.
Yep.
And shout out the girlfriend too. You need someone that
Oh my God,
that can do that.
She's amazing.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, so then starting you're like, what?
It's 4 years.
There you go.
For you, dude.
4 years. Yep. She's already talking about rings and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, I'm only 23. Let's wait a little bit,
So for the social media, you got like 10K on Insta?
12.3.
12.3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you've been growing your Instagram, S4 Hall, all the car content with the S4. So like, when did that come around, and what's been like your process of like posting, and what's been like kind of the goals with media?
Okay, so I actually started that account with my Volkswagen.
Okay.
It was Mark 6 Hall. That was my tag. So we had that going, and then I was just posting like cinematics. I hit up Shane because I saw him doing the same thing and him getting really good success from it. Back when he had his purple, I forget what the exact model was. It was like a 3-something E46. That's all I know.
Okay.
But yeah, he was doing really good with that. And I was like, yo, can I get some tips? And he was like, he left me out to dry. He was just like, yeah, just, take your phone and shoot cinematic videos. And I'm like,
thanks.
Great advice, Shane. That was great. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, so from there, and then I did that, and then I continued to do cinematics with the S4, but nothing was really, hitting. Per se, I'd get like, I don't know, 5K views every once in a while. That was a good time, like a good day of posting. Until I tried POV videos. No clue why. I saw one of our West Coast employees, Ben. He was posting it with his E92 M3, and he was doing pretty good.
Like the funny POVs,
No.
Like
it's driving POVs.
Okay.
Like a camera like on your head.
Okay.
No, I have a camera mount for my mouth. So you know the vent ones that go put in a vent and you put your phone there.
Yeah, like a phone
I flip
holder.
my phone around to where it's facing, like if you put it in a vent, it would be facing you, but I take it and put it in my mouth. And I have a mic attached to it that plugs into the phone, and then it goes around on my bumper, and I film doing that.
Are you just like?
Pretty much. I don't like bite down. I'm just like.
Right, but I think it'd be heavy if you just have your phone on. Right?
I mean, I got a really strong neck. I mean, it's not really that heavy, Okay. But,
there could be some insane jokes in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's a clip.
It's an absolute clip.
Yeah. Wait, can I also mention? I swear, all your comments hate your microphone. They hate it, bro.
But that's good.
I know it helps.
That's
the algorithm.
Great. That's all. That's all you
I
go
just
for.
laugh at it. It's just funny. It's like, it's just funny.
It's hilarious. I love them.
Straight up.
So I started POV videos, and when I started that, I had, I want to say 1,500 followers, and that was in, I want to say February. I started doing that, and I saw it. I was like, holy crap! That I got 10K views on that one, and then I wasn't as consistent as I am now, but whenever I went out, filmed for like 15 minutes, came back, I had posts for, I don't know, X amount of days, and I didn't have to go out until I was done, which I have to do soon. But yeah, and it just kept skyrocketing, hit it like 100K, 200K, 300K, and then there was like 2 million, and I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like, why is this taking off? And then I realized because people hate it. Some people don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
So they hate in the comments, which gains more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Algorithm boost,
more
recommendation.
Yeah,
just
whatever. Yeah. So it gets people.
We talk about that all the time.
Yeah, it gets people to share, and then tag people like, "Hey, look at this idiot" or whatever, But then there's also people that like are supportive of it and actually like find it cool.
Yeah.
So, you get a little mix of both worlds, and then all of a sudden someone says something, and then someone who actually likes it comes and defends me, and it's just a constant line of just debating in the comment, and it's great for the car. It's great for the account.
100%.
So but I'm gonna try and I want to try and spread off of POVs, like still do them, but I want to be in front of the camera, and not just have my hands and my thighs and the picture of my girlfriend on the dash, the famous part.
Really?
So, oh my God, my girlfriend's face has probably been seen, I want to say 14 million times.
Yeah.
And my face, when I posted like vlogs for those 2 videos or whatever with updates when I broke my car, I want to say only like 20K. So I want to start doing stuff like that. I don't know if you know Jake Schnatter or Abo or Maxi. I want to start doing like those vlogs.
Those dash cam videos.
Dash cam videos. Just like just dumb people on the roads.
The first F80 Maxi video I saw, it's like a content car guy. It was like the one where it's like, oh, it's like the one like Kyle. You know the trend where it's like, I mean, both you guys like where it's like, we're whatever. It's like we're the Motive Podcast. Of course we.
Yes.
Like those.
Yeah.
I saw one with Maxi, and it was like, we're car guys. Of course we spend $5,000 on an exhaust, and then it's like, and then it cuts to the other guy. It's like, we're car guys. It was so funny. It's like, we're car guys. I'm financing
really
my
weird.
exhaust in severe debt.
Yes.
He's like, no. And
No,
then
you're
he's
not
like,
supposed to say that.
yeah, and then he's like, and then the other one's like, yeah, we're car guys. You know, we like to burnouts. And the guy's like, I want to wrap my car around the tree going
No,
150
we don't do that.
miles an hour. It's like so funny. I was dying laughing. I sent that to like all my friends.
Yeah,
like,
it
in
was
the car
really funny.
world.
But I was actually fortunate enough. We had dinner with Jake down at in LA. Great guy, love him.
Gotta get him on the pod.
That would oh my god, that would be a great podcast. But yeah, that's kind of the thing that I want to grow to. I have a goal of 20K before the end of the year.
Okay.
Which I think is possible if I keep grinding it out. But yeah, and then I have a YouTube, but it's nothing yet. It's only got like 100 followers. I only put 2 videos on there. That takes time.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of time to do all the editing and stuff and actually know what's good.
Yep. 100%.
Speaking of which, we just started on YouTube recently.
Yep, we did. Motive Podcast is on YouTube. I remember
followers do
you
we
giving
have?
me crap for that the first day of Valtron.
Dude,
Like, why aren't
'cause I
you
was
on
like,
YouTube?
Spotify has video? What?
Yeah.
Whenever I
agree.
hear podcasts, I'm like, I want to go watch it on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Now we're
There we go.
Now we're
You saying that Spotify has video like that is gonna make someone realize who's listening right now.
Yeah, there you
There's
go.
video.
Go to
didn't even know
YouTube.
it. Didn't even know it.
yeah. No,
So-
our YouTube's been doing like we've gotten like I think we've gotten more plays on our YouTube every episode
Because
we've uploaded on
it's
YouTube
so
than
it's
Spotify.
so easy. Like
Yeah.
it's probably not easy, but you take the clip, especially if you're doing Spotify video. I told you this when I confronted you about it. I'm like, you're doing Spotify video. Why aren't you also uploading to YouTube and gain subscribers on both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, now we are.
Because that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna
It's
start
the
taking
change.
all the videos like Abo and them do, post it on Snapchat, post it on Facebook, on TikTok,
Yeah.
all that. That's how you grow like crazy, and they're doing so good at it.
Yeah.
How many subscribers do we have on YouTube?
I don't know. We literally just started. I mean, if we're lucky,
10.
we're lucky if you have like 100.
Yeah.
It's like we literally
You'll
just
be more
started.
than me then.
Yeah, it's like somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It's like what do you expect?
I
Yeah,
was just curious.
100%.
10
I'm
million.
not. Yeah, 10 mil.
Yep.
100%.
You guys are gonna do it. It's gonna do good.
All right.
Appreciate that.
The S4 Hall made the change. He
Yep.
made the confrontation for YouTube.
Yep.
But we've been wanting to get on YouTube for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a great place to wrap it up.
All right.
good.
Sounds good.
Have a great fall pumpkin spice
Latte.
season coming up here.
Football season.
Football season.
Football.
I'm hyped. The cool crisp mornings. Speaking of one more
I'm
story.
Oh my god.
One more thing. So again,
Speaking of
the fall crisp weather, gorgeous. So I go yesterday morning, Sunday morning, I got out for a drive at like 8:30 in the morning. I'm like, I got up, it's so nice out. I'm like, I'm going for a drive. Windows down with like a sweatshirt on. I'll take the cool air. I put it on the Strasburg Road, like I'm going back roads down in Chester County. I put it on the Strasburg Road, like it's like a 40, and like I'm doing like your usual like 10 over, right? Which no one usually does.
Whoa. 10 over? We do the speed limit here. Okay.
All right. We were going the speed limit. Like I'm
There
not
you
even
go.
I'm not even lying. Like we were essentially doing the speed limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, this dude in a like I check both ways. There's no one. I pull out and like I'm pulling out and then and then keep the story going. And then I look in my rearview mirror. I just see a Kia flying. I'm like, did I like miss
What kind
this
of
dude?
Kia?
I want to say it was like a Sportage, like a 2011.
Was it the
Sportage.
Kia boys?
I'm not
Did they
even
steal the car?
I'm not even. I think that's what it was. Like I'm like that. It would make total sense because I was thinking. I'm like, is this guy trying to get away? He pulled up. I've never been tailgated harder by a random person in my life after doing nothing. I did nothing. I couldn't see like half of this guy's hood. This is how close he was to me. So anyway, I'm like, holy crap. So then this is like a straight road back like that I rip all the time, right? So I'm like, I have no problem just flooring it to get away from the dude. So I floor it, and
to go the speed limit, right?
To go the speed limit,
Yep.
but maybe like times more than 1 and the next number.
Okay.
That's like a prime number.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm?
Yeah, I got you.
So I'm doing a healthy speed limit. I'm doing a healthy number.
Okay.
Like a very healthy number for this
Okay.
road in my Subaru Legacy because I know the road. I was in shock. I'm going very, very quick on this road. This guy pulls up behind me, going the same amount. I'm going that speed, and I can still only see half of his hood eventually. Like my car, my car is faster than the Kia.
Like both would be dead.
No, like I'm not even. It was to the point. It's like if I brake check him at this speed, like we're both done. Like I was like, I could not believe this dude kept up with me. So then I just like gradually just went on the brakes from like the speed down to like 20 and just kept him at 20 behind me.
Where are cops when you need them?
It was insane.
Because that's funny you say that. I got pulled over for tailgating my one buddy at 12 o'clock at night. The only times I get pulled over are at 12 o'clock at night. I don't know why. I got tailgate because I was playing with him. I was just like right behind him. Cop goes this way, and I'm like, oh crap, that was a cop. And then all of a sudden I see him duck into a parking lot and come back out, but facing us. So I'm like, oh no, like, and he's still a little bit away, a little bit further away. I'm like, I don't ever condone this. I was like,
you were thinking about it.
I was like, yo, my buddy Amari. You know Amari.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Amari, dude, he's still very far away. Do we just like dip? Because he doesn't have his lights on or anything. We could just split off and go.
Right.
And we decided against it. We're like, nah, whatever. I don't think he's going to pull us over. He follows us for 2 miles and pulls me over. And I'm like, it's 15 minutes after I did the offense. And he pulls me over. And I'm like, he's like, why were you tailgating? I was like, that's just my buddy up there. I was just playing around with him, Yeah. And he gave me a warning and let me go.
All right.
That was kind of a waste of his time, I feel like. At that point.
It was. And
Your time,
it was like,
obviously,
because
It's like the end
the
of the month, he needs to give a certain
I
amount of
think he
tickets,
was a
whatever
young
that
guy
is.
too. So I think he was just like new and just wanted to pull somebody over. I don't know.
Bro, the best part about young cops...
Was he chill?
Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, no, I totally get it. Like, by the way, your registration is about to, expire. I'm like, okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
The best part about young cops is I was talking with someone like a week or two ago down the shore. It's like all the all the Jersey Shore stuff with like the curfew and all the juvenile delinquents. Are you familiar? Like Seattle City, Ocean City, the curfew. They're like cracking down on what time you got to be in.
So
right?
I only went to Ocean City when I was a kid.
Okay.
But during Sweek, they didn't have a curfew because it was the year before they started the curfew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is all fairly recent, like for like us. So like anyway, it's like I'll be like in the few times I've been down on the shore like this summer and past summer, like I've been down a few times, and it's like if we're out late, it's the just to cut to the story, it's like all the cops they put on the boardwalk to enforce curfew are like the training, like cops in training. So it's like we're like 17, 18, and it's like an 18-year-old cop. It's like get off the beach, and we're like no. It's like we're your age, dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
But to conclude the story, I go down to 20 miles an hour. The Kia's like literally still like at least he didn't pass me or like literally try to kill me. But so because I was like slowing down to like make a left turn. I was like getting scared. I'm like, I'm gonna make this left turn. This dude's literally gonna like hit me. And then
hey, you could have got an M4 out of that or something.
I know. That's a great choice.
Just sledding. Oh, I didn't see him behind me when I was hitting my brakes.
Yeah. But then anyway, he like kind of goes by me. Windows are fully tinted, like it was literally a legit Kia boy, like in Chester County, Pennsylvania.
No, how fast was he going?
All right, how fast?
Because you broke.
How fast was he going?
20 miles an hour, right? How fast did he go past you at 20 miles an hour?
Do I want to say the speed limit of the road we were on? Because we're talking about him, right? So
it's a speed limit.
Yeah, so it's a speed limit.
You were going the speed limit the whole time, and you stopped to go below.
He's going.
How fast was he going?
84 miles an hour.
How fast was the road?
40. In a Kia.
Back roads, right?
Bro had nothing to lose.
That close to someone else's car. All right, anyway. Have yourself a fall, everyone.
Yeah.
Great way to wrap up the pod. Don't tailgate anyone.
No, don't do that.
Drive the speed limit.
Yeah, drive the speed limit.
Subscribe to their YouTube channel.
Subscribe to S4 Hall Instagram. Shout out to YouTube, by the way, too. What's the YouTube?
Payton Hall _
There you go.
Fire.
100%.
End it off. Go Birds.
Go Birds, baby.
Go Birds.
Thank you for coming.
Nope.
Go
Nope.
Birds. Come on.
Go Saquon. Go Saquon.
All right. Voted Podcast signing off. Peace. See you next week.
See you later.